Hey love, welcome back to my channel. So today's reading is the April 2021 Shadow, Light and Guidance for the Fire Signs. Before we get started, I'll just reintroduce myself. My name's Leonie and this is Side Chick. So this is the April 2021 reading for the Fire Signs. So we're going to be using these cards to represent our shadow, these to represent our light, and these to represent our guidance. Okay, so as always, our shadow aspect is showing us things that could potentially be a little bit challenging, a little bit difficult, or lessons we might need to learn. Generally kind of giving us a bit of a heads up on some work that might need to be done. So what do we need to know this month, please? I'm going to go here. I'm going to pick this one. Queen of my world. Oh, it's a pretty dress. Okay. Right, so our light aspect, and this is representing things that are uplifting for us, things that are positive, things that are helpful, and maybe something to be working towards in some way. So let's see what we need to know, please. I'm gonna go with this one. The Void. Ooh. Pretty dramatic card. And last but not least, let's have a look at our guidance. So guidance is just generally guidance. It could be the theme for that month, or it could be just something else that we need to be aware of in some way. So let's see what that is. Just moved all these like out of me. Let's just see what that is. I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, the Page of Swords. Okay. Right. So, Queen of my world. So, this card, I feel very much is talking about the vibe I'm getting from, I'm just going to be really blunt. The vibe I'm getting from this is that it's like, it's your way or no way. And as much as that might serve you the majority of the time, I feel like in this reading for this month, in that position as a shadow aspect, possibly might not be the best way to go about things this month. It might not be the most helpful. So instead of it being kind of your way or the highway, just kind of kicking people out, or telling them about themselves if they don't want to go along with what you want, it might be better to attempt to reach a place of compromise, or to at least have a conversation. Okay, there might be better ways of doing things, more efficient ways of doing things, more passionate or fulfilling ways of doing things, but you might not know that if you are very determined for it to just go your way and to just do it your way. I also want to say that sometimes when we are so fixated on things having to be a certain way, or things having to be the way we want them, sometimes it can come at a cost to whatever else is around us, or whoever else is around us. So the reason I say that is just because the surroundings of this card look kind of bleak and a bit broken, a bit ruined, whereas the figure in the middle is kind of like in all her glory, almost heedless of whatever else is happening around her. So it's just a heads up about kind of maybe controlling that temper this month, and just kind of being aware of who else and what else is around you, and being open to the possibility that there might be other ways of doing things, or better ways of getting what you actually want. So Next, I'm going to come to our light aspect, which is really funny because it is the void, and it is a really dark card. It's a very beautiful card, all the kind of stars and so on. Anyway, so it says the void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So this to me, again, especially when we take it in conjunction with this is a very kind of whipped up card. There seems to be a lot of like action or movement happening, a lot of kind of passion in this card. It's a very highly emotional card, I would say, impassioned card. And this one is basically saying to us that one way to not allow this to get out of hand is to just stop where you do stop what you're doing, stop where you are, and just kind of move into this rest period, move into this resting phase. Winter, not very much happens in winter. It is the kind of the period where everything heals, everything is sleeping, we rejuvenate, we kind of make plans, we dream, all of that stuff. We kind of hibernate, almost like we stay inside. And this card is basically saying this month, if you feel like things are getting out of hand, or you're maybe causing unnecessary destruction, shall we say, to put it mildly, one way to kind of help yourself to get out of that cycle and to kind of move forwards would be to stop and just take a rest, take a breather, take a break. This is also saying about the great cosmic womb. So although completely stopping and completely not reacting and not saying your piece and not kind of expressing your passion might seem completely absurd, and it might seem like it's not going to do any good, because it gives you that space, that pause, that minute to think and to breathe. We can call all of that creative energy back into ourselves, where it can be reshaped. The great cosmic womb, it can be reshaped so that it can be born in a more creative and productive way. Okay, so if you are finding that you are surrounded by havoc, or surrounded by temper tantrums, or surrounded by chaos essentially, and don't get me wrong, I love a good tantrum as much as the next person. Sometimes you do just need to have a little shout and a cry and stamp your feet. Like 100% I will do that now and again. But this card this month is basically saying to us that that's not always the best way forward. And so just kind of stopping, calling everything back into yourself, back into the void, back into the womb, so that you can reshape the energy and then express it in a more productive, creative manner. And then lastly, our guidance for the month, the Page of Swords. And this is an interesting version of the card. This one always makes me think of kind of learning and expanding your mind, seeing things from a different point of view, and juggling lots of different ideas and thoughts and opinions, and just kind of taking it all in, taking it in your stride. I feel very much that there's the element of compromise this month, of kind of accepting that sometimes we don't have all the answers, and sometimes somebody else's way of seeing things or somebody else's way of doing things might be an even better approach, and it might not even be something we've considered before. So I want to say this month, just kind of, I guess the guidance is really to just be open to the possibility, just be open to seeing things from different perspectives, be open to learning, be open to contemplation and kind of mulling things over. Okay, so that's what I want to say about that one. So hopefully that is helpful for you. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again really soon. In the meantime, if you want to leave me some comments on the video, that would be amazing, and I will get back to you. But for now, I am going to leave it there. So I will see you really soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.